The Americans, most of them, like, they have guns. What do you think about that?
The Fifth Amendment.
Kenya saa hii ni kugumu, so nikipakaa kuna job opportunities huko nita prefer kwenda huko than kukaa huko.
Why do you think there's so much gun violence in the United States?
Lakini ukikuja Kenya ka una do utateseka tu.
Okay, personally, would you love to go to the US?
I don't think I'm interested in living there.
Hello and welcome to Z Index. My name is John. This time we went back to the Nairobi streets, and the goal was to get the opinions of Africans about the idea of African Americans moving back to Africa. Unatoka wapi?
Natoka Kisumu.
Oh, Kisumu.
Nini
imekuleta Nairobi bana?
Nikuja job fulani but ilikuwa contract, so imeisha narudi hivyo.
Okay. Leo tuko na swali like juzi tuli interview like black Americans wanakuja Kenya. So walikuwa nasema like wana prefer kuja Kenya kuliko kukaa huko. Mawazo yako vipi?
I think ina depend na reason. Like kama sahi ina depend like seme story na job. Najua Kenya sahi ni kugumu. So nikipakaa kuna job opportunities huko nita prefer kwenda huko than kukaa huko.
Okay, story yao ni gani? Ni kwamba like in the US sai kuna tunasikia mambo ya like discrimination, racism yenye kwa US, gun violence, vitu kama hizo. Like mawazo yako kuhusu hayo maneno yakoje?
Okay, I think nimeongea na watu wameenda huko. Like unaweza pata mtu amepata job huko, lakini akienda huko bado feel comfortable juu ya vitu kama hizo zenye umemention. Sasa hiyo ndio inafanyanga watu wengi wana prefer kukaa home juu hakuna like una feel safe at home than huko nje.
Unadhani kungekuwa na more job opportunities Kenya, watu wangekaa huko kuliko kwenda US?
Yeah, I think watu wangekaa huko. Like huko nje wangeenda tu ku experience vile huko like tuseme trip to ama vacation. Lakini maisha yao wange prefer ikuwe best in their home.
Okay, kwa yote black American anapanga kuja Kenya. Mawazo yako unafikiriaje?
Mimi naona iko sawa. Nini kuna rais hizo discrimination, I think ni better wakamuku. Sasa ina depend na choice yao. Penye ata feel safer.
Okay. Asante.
Mimi natoka Nairobi.
Unaweza tuambia mtaa? Mtaa gani?
Mtaa South C.
Unaweza niambia nini kuhusu Kenya?
Kenya, it's a lovely place to be, good climate. And anyone coming to Kenya should visit Mombasa. Yeah.
What do you know about the United States of America, the US?
US, the land of the free, you know. Many people want to go to the US. There are many opportunities, jobs available. It's a first world country. So whoever would want to go, I think it's a good experience. Yeah.
A few days ago, we interviewed somebody from the US, and he was actually coming to Kenya instead. Like he said, like life was difficult for black people in the US. What do you say about that?
I don't think so. I think it's not good to generalize black. I believe that if you're hardworking, you can make it wherever you are, whether Kenya, whether US, whichever country. Yeah, that's my personal observation.
The Americans, most of them, like they have guns. What do you think about that?
The Fifth Amendment, it's okay. It depends. If you have a gun, you know, it's something that is in their constitution. And I believe each gun holder is licensed and responsible. Though within any society, even in Kenya, the people who have guns and they're not licensed, carrying out robberies. So I don't think it's a major issue. I just think with the right controls, there shouldn't be a problem.
Would you feel safe in a country like that?
I would, yes.
Thank you. Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Kampala, Uganda.
How long have you been in Kenya?
2 days so far. Yeah, man, it's good. I've been here for 2 days.
What brought you here?
Tour and checking on friends. Yeah.
We had questions about the black Americans coming to Kenya or any other country in Africa, saying that they feel unsafe in their country. Something like that. What do you feel about that?
From a historical point of view, most of the black Americans, whom I prefer to call African Americans, were taken into slavery over, half a century ago through slave trade. And getting there, they were dehumanized. They were sold as commodity, and they spent hundreds of years, doing free work, slavery. So from that point up to when maybe in, was it 1863, yeah, when their president, Abraham Lincoln, signed the Emancipation Declaration, that the African slaves that were in the United States were freed. But ever since then, with the recent murder of George Floyd that we saw in 2020, I think that raised the awareness more, even on the African continent, about the white supremacy and the racial segregation that our brothers on the other side have endured for all that long. Yeah. So I feel, from that perspective, you can't feel safe in that environment.
What's your point of view in terms of the gun ownership in the US?
As an African living in Africa, and basically from a very personal opinion, from a security point of view for yourself and personal protection, a gun would be good in case you have a criminal attack you. But also, once the guns now get in the hands of the wrong people, I really feel it makes the whole scenario unsafe. That is why when you go to the news, you'll find there's a lot of gun violence, and kids, young, it doesn't spare the young people. So I really think it's not brought more it's been worse than good. Yeah. So I don't really support it. Just like here in Kenya, it's not easy for you to own firearms, and I believe if it was that easy, maybe Kenya would actually be more unsafe. Yeah, so I believe maybe if the government or the policy implementers can just take that on, security, just making sure at least these guns are probably given out for people to protect themselves, not the criminals to attack the innocent people. Yeah. Africa in itself, for example, like Uganda and Kenya, everything is more or less like the same. It's more or less the same because in our country, I think there are a few people that can be awarded licenses to own guns. And majorly, that's usually for security purposes, not to go and attack people. So I feel, across, Kenya here, Uganda, if those guns can just be to secure places, just like the way you go to the bank, or, it's just there for security, not to endanger. If you're not a criminal, you shouldn't be afraid of it, yeah. Man.
Why do you think there's so much gun violence in the United States?
The reason I think there's a lot of gun violence, number one, man, mental health, bro. Mental health. Mental health. I'll not act like it's mental health. I mean, any person in their senses, they should appreciate that, man. Much as I value my life, this other person also has a life to live. They have a family that cares for them. They have a people that they're trying to support back home. So, I mean, if we were more considerate, if we were more humane, then that would, to me, it would make a little bit of more sense. Yeah. Because I believe in Ubuntu. I am because you are, and you are because I am. Yeah. Yeah.
For those Black Americans planning to come to Kenya or any other African country, your word to them?
For example, from my own experience, unless I told you I come from Kampala, you would never know. So it feels good. I mean, if you're on these streets, no one will discriminate you, the police, everyone, unless you ask a word. Yeah, they take you as a brother. At least for the African countries I've been privileged to visit, it's home, bro. It's home. This is the only place where you're not judged by the color of your skin. You're judged by the content of your character. Mm-hmm. So I feel, they should come and build the continent together. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Mi natoka hapa Nairobi.
Okay, juzi tuli-interview Black Americans wanakuja Kenya.
Yeah.
Na walisema like they prefer it hapa hivi Kenya kuliko US. Mawazo yako ni hivi?
So unajua ushaisikia heri, okay, si hiyo, lakini kitu naweza sema ni wao wanakuja Kenya juu wame experience maisha ya huko na wajui venye maisha ya Kenya iko. So the reason sisi kama Waafrika ama wa Kenya sana wanataka kwenda Amerika ni tuna believe Amerika kuna maisha poa. Na hata ukiangalia Kenya sasa hivi venye economy iko, hata ukipewa nafasi obvious utatoka. So wao wacha tuseme maisha yao iko better, but on their view hawezi ona hivyo. Sisi ndio tunaona venye maisha yao iko. Yeah.
Unaona maisha yao ikoje?
Maisha iko fiti kuliko ya Kenya. Hiyo hata hatuwezi argue.
Black Americans kuna hii issue na gun violence. Unafikiria jamaa yako vipi?
Ukiangalia si kila mahali kuna hizo like the violent stuff kama hiyo gun shooting and stuff. So ukiangalia kwa their state ni pande tu moja ama a few of the acha tuziite counties kama venye Kenya kuko. So hizo ndizo vitu zina happen. For example, uangalie place kama California, I have a few of my friends huko, lakini huwezi sikia wanasema oh, kuna shooting nini nini. So as for me inalingana na place unaishi. Ile hood huko ndio inalingana, like kitu ina happen hapo ndio ina lead to hizo gun shooting and stuff. Yeah.
So wewe mwenyewe ushaikuwa US?
Sijaifika, lakini God willingly siku moja nitakuwa US. Yeah.
So kwa mtu yoyote ana plan kukuja Kenya, let's say Black American yoyote ana plan kukuja Kenya, mawazo yako?
Buda kaa pali huko, unakuja huku kwa hii shida kufanya, vumilia maisha pali huko, just keep yourself safe, tafuta do. Eri ukuje Kenya ukuwa na do, lakini ukikuja Kenya kama una do, utateseka tu. Hii ekonomi ya Kenya itaki mchezo sahi. Yeah.
Unafikiriaje ni rahisi kupata kazi Kenya?
Kenya? Hebu angalia kwa hii street. Hiyo swali tu itakujibu. Kenya si rahisi kupata job. Na ukienda America hiyo ni kitu sure huwezi kaa bila job. So nashangaa wanakuja Kenya kudu. Labda sawa kawa na dai kukuja tutembee nao kwa njia. Hiyo iko sawa. Yeah.
Okay. Asante.
Karibu.
Where are you from?
Starehe.
Sorry. We interviewed Black American coming to Kenya, and they said like it's better for them to be in Kenya than being back in the US. Okay. Your thoughts?
I think it's interesting that they want to come here. I feel like it's a good thing for us, you know, tourists, whatever. I feel like it's also good that, you know, they want to try and connect with their African roots, whatever that means to them. So, yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. Chawakuje.
Okay, like I've also talked to other Kenyans, and they said like it's better for them to go there because of the job issue. But do you think the Black Americans will have the same problems here?
Okay, I think they are two different things. Like Kenyans leaving to go is because of job opportunities. I would assume African Americans or Black Americans coming here is more of a tourist thing. Like they are not coming here for work, and if they are coming for very high paid jobs. For Kenyans, I guess it's more opportunity. There's more of an opportunity for them to leave the country and get paid better than kukaa huku. So, yeah, I think they are different. They are different things.
Say the thing that I found out from my previous interviews is like there is the racist thing in the US. Okay. So like when a Black American comes to Kenya, they feel like safer compared to the US. Okay. If you've heard about the gun violence in the US, maybe you can put your thoughts on that.
Okay, yeah, I feel like I'd agree that living there and coming here where you're amongst, you know, people of the same race who look like you, you know, you're very rarely going to experience racism compared to, you know, us going there. We've probably never experienced it. Most people have never experienced it while they're here. Maybe only small situations, kwa hoteli, like, you know, like an international hotel or something, things like that happen. So yeah, I feel like coming here, a Black American would not experience as much racism compared to us going there for the first time for many of us. Yeah.
Okay, personally, would you love to go to the US?
To visit, yes. I mean, it would be an interesting place to go. I don't think I'm interested in living there. Yeah, I feel like it's always good to kiwa na hiyo opportunity. You go and travel, you know, see how things are, and come back home, you know.
Can I ask why you have no interest in living in the US?
In living there, I love Kenya. I love Nairobi, so you know. I mean, I feel good here, you know. Even though tuko na our own challenges, you know, and you know things can get crazy here. I don't know. There's you know, to be cliche, but there's no place like home.
Okay. For any Black American planning to come to Kenya or any other country in Africa, your good words or bad words?
No, hey, come, you know, welcome, you know. Here, I don't think you're going to find a place where you're going to have, especially nightlife fun. Like, you'll have so much fun here amongst Kenyan people. Like, here we like to enjoy ourselves, have fun, you know. Like I've said, things can be tough for a lot of us, you know, in our day-to-day lives, but once the office closes, once the weekend comes, you'll have an amazing time. It's an amazing country, amazing people, beautiful architecture. You know, you can leave the city and find beautiful animals, landscapes. You'll have an amazing time. Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you like our content, please subscribe, comment, and share to your friends. You liking this content, sharing and commenting gives me the motivation to go out there and do this stuff for you. So yeah. Also, none of you has like posted like any questions you'd like us to ask. So in case you have any question, so just share it on the comment section and so we'll take care of it in one of our coming videos. So yeah, thank you and see you next time.